Hello everyone, welcome to today's news charter. Let us begin with the prelims question of the day and then we will go with the most important topics which we'll be discussing in the news charter. All right. So this is the prelims question of the day. Which among the following provided a correct explanation of the term donkey route? Donkey route has been in news recently. Whenever you find out such different terms, it is your responsibility to know the meaning because we never know what kind of questions might appear in prelims, especially with respect to terms and words are like you will always get questions in prelims. So you need to know about it. What exactly is the term donkey route means? Four, four options are provided here. Illegal immigration of climate refugees, inter-country migration of animals, illegal border crossing via multiple countries, and seasonal flying of some specific species of birds from Siberia to India. So these are all the options provided. So recently, a movie also came out in the name Donkey. So Donkey Route is very similar to this movie because in the movie Donkey, if you see, the movie is about people trying to migrate illegally from India to other countries, and the same happens here also. Donkey route is a term which got evolved from the term donkey, which is a Punjabi term. In Punjabi, that means hopping from one place to another. So this term means people who are trying to take different route, a illegal route to enter another country. For example, if some illegal migrants want to enter United States of America, usually they do with two options. Either they go from Mexico into American borders or they go through Canada into American borders. So in the recent times, this has been in news because a flight was held in France with suspicion that some Indians are trying to get into Nicaragua and from Nicaragua to United States of America in a illegal manner. So you need to know about this very well. Illegal immigration of Indians. Recently, what happened? A flight carrying about 300 Indians, which was originally bound for Nicaragua, was returned to India after being stranded in France for some days. So the problem here is there were reports that a lot of Indians are trying to enter America illegally. Indians constitute the third largest illegal immigrant population in United States of America. Especially after the COVID pandemic, this has increased a lot. The major reason for this is during the COVID pandemic, a lot of people lost their livelihood. A lot of people lost their job. A lot of people lost the employment, so this is considered to be one of the best options to recover all the wealth, to recover all the money they have lost. And this is the reason people try to immigrate to countries such as USA, Canada, etc. This is mostly prominent in two states. One is Punjab and second one is Gujarat. So major reasons we need to know when we talk about illegal immigration in main such topics are important. One of the reason, which is a short-term reason, is loss of livelihood during pandemic. And the states like Punjab, Haryana are too much dependent on agriculture. And in the recent times, agriculture has become unprofitable. So getting a lot of money out of agriculture has become very difficult. So, and this is one of the major push factor for illegal immigration to United States of America and Canada. Unemployment in India has been very high for a very long time now. It is 7.33 percentage in 2022. Disguised unemployment is another major problem. Disguised unemployment means a person engaged in some kind of employment, but where his potential is not being used completely. 25 percentage of rural population in India is in disguised unemployment. So if this is the case, there is very less scope for them to get a lot of wealth out of the employment. Low income in India, very high amount of income disparity is there. And the idea of an American dream, getting settled in America, starting a family in America, trying to become rich in America, trying to become a CEO of a multinational company in America. So these are all push factors for people to get out of the country. Zero click exploits. Again, as I told, terms are very important. Whenever you get a different kind of term in news, it is your responsibility to check what exactly is the meaning of it. Get a complete idea about it, because in UPSC there is a very good scope of getting such questions. Zero click attack or zero click exploit. It means a virus or some kind of malware getting into your phone or your system where you did not even do any action. Traditionally, how a malware attack used to happen: someone will send some kind of code or image or mail to your phone, and you will click on it or you will open it, which will result in malware attack of your phone. So this is how the attacks used to happen earlier. In the recent times, a new kind of attack started to happen, which is called as zero click exploits, where the person do not even have to do anything. He do not have to open an image or click on a mail or do something which will result in malware attack. They will just send a call from an unknown number, or they will send a text message from an unknown number into your phone. Once the message or call reach your phone, immediately your device is under attack. That is called a zero click exploits. So this is very dangerous because people will get attacked without even doing any mistakes. So it is a very big problem. Recently, Pegasus software was in news. It was told that a lot of journalists in India had their phone attacked with Pegasus software, which was given by a company called NSA, which is a Israel-based company. So you need to know about zero click exploits. So the basic idea I have already told you, the same thing is explained here. Very good example you need to know, especially from mains examination point of view. End of days spyware is a excellent example of zero click exploits, where without even doing anything, your phone might get affected. So get a basic idea about it for mains examination, and from prelims examination point of view, it is important. There was a news which told that women accounted for 49% of Ayushman cards. Ayushman Bharat was a flagship program of India. Ayushman Bharat is an excellent program which was started to provide primary basic healthcare to the people, as well as secondary and traditional healthcare. So we need to have a basic idea about it. The insurance cover provided by Ayushman Bharat was 5 lakh per family per year. 5 lakh per family means a family can include an average of 5%. So totally 50 crore people are coming as beneficiaries under this scheme. This is a very important point. Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana is one component of Ayushman Bharat, and then health and wellness centers at primary level is another component. So Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana is the health insurance which the government is providing. It is a completely cashless, paperless service where 5 lakh insurance is provided to a family every year. The second element, which has the health and wellness center, there is a plan to create 1,50,000 health and wellness centers at the primary level throughout the country, which will take care of all the basic necessities of health for the people. So it provides comprehensive primary health care. It covers maternal health care, child health care, non-communicable disease, including, this is a very important point, free essential drug and diagnostic services. So Ayushman Bharat provides a excellent health infrastructure for our country. From science and technology point of view, this topic is very important. Smart lander for investigating moon, SLIM. What exactly is smart lander for investigating moon? Just like how India did the Chandrayaan, the Japan Space Agency has also come up with a smart lander for investigating moon mission. Japan will become the fifth country to soft land a robotic craft on natural satellite, that is moon. The difference between Japan and India is India carried Chandrayaan, which is more heavier than the Japanese aircraft, the Japanese spacecraft. So SLIM was launched together with HRISM, which is X-ray Space Telescope. So Japan carried out a mission called as SLIM to soft land on the moon, which carried a X-ray telescope also on board a H-2A rocket. The significance of this SLIM mission is it soft landed with the smallest ever area tolerance. When you consider the Chandrayaan mission of India, it landed at a place which was 350-meter away from the targeted position, whereas the Japanese spacecraft is landing at the exact position where they want to land. So this is the significance. So how the mission is getting carried out? So this is how the mission is carried out. Let's say here Earth is there and here Moon is there. From Earth, the spacecraft is getting launched. It will take a elliptical route. It will go on a complete elliptical route, and when they goes on with the elliptical route, it will carry out. It will make use of the gravity, and then it will reduce the amount of fuel usage, and finally it will reach Moon. So this lunar orbit insertion procedure is important. Try to draw this diagram if you are getting a question in mains. So what exactly is Lunar Polar Exploration Mission? The LUPEX mission is a envisaged mission of India Japan joint enterprise. It is also called as Chandrayaan 4 mission. It is a mission to explore an area which is closest to the moon's south pole. The Chandrayaan 3 mission has already reached the south pole of moon, but it has not reached the closest point of the south pole. If this lunar polar exploration mission happened successfully, we would have reached the southmost point of moon, which is very good for mineral exploration, exploration about water existence. We have already proved that water is existent in moon, but a detailed exploration is required. So in this mission, Japan Space Agency, that is JAXA, will provide the launch vehicle and lunar rover, where India will provide the lander module. So these things are extremely important from prelims examination point of view. Take a note of it. Important point for mains examination, the gross non-performing asset ratio of India's scheduled commercial banks has reduced in the recent times, which is a excellent news. This shows that the non-performing assets in banks have declined. So banks have more independence to provide new loans. Banks have more independence to invest more. So this shows that Indian economy is going to grow in the upcoming years. Mains question of the day. Examine the benefits ensured by the minimum support price for farmers in India. Indian government has been providing minimum support price for the farmers so that when farmers are producing the crops, they can sell it at a guaranteed price to the government. So what are the benefits? A lot of benefits are there. Indian agriculture is under difficult conditions in the recent time, especially because of global warming, failure of monsoon, etc. When the government is providing a guaranteed income, it becomes a benefit. It gives a guarantee. The losses of farmers will decline. It will result in encouragement of farmers to engage in multiple different crops. So these kind of benefits you can write. Suggest measures for improving the price stability. So the problem with Indian agriculture is, even though we are providing minimum support price to the farmers, it doesn't ensure that the agriculture will develop in the country, because as per MSP regime we are going to give a fixed revenue, a fixed money to the farmers, but that doesn't mean farmers will increase the scientific productivity of their land. So for that, more research and development is required, more investment in agricultural infrastructure is required, more push for farmer producer organizations is required, more push for cooperative organizations is required. So these things will develop the agriculture in the proper way. Important points to note down from prelims examination point of view. Fact, basic facts. When we talk about the MSP, minimum support price, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs is the body which decides to increase or decrease the minimum support price. In the recent times, they have decided to increase the minimum support price for copra in 2024. It looks like a very simple point, but I'm telling you, agriculture is a favorite topic for UPSC, so you should know this point very well. Government announced minimum support price for how many crops? 22 crops, and fair and remunerative price for sugarcane. So these points you should know. Whatever basic details, microscopic fact which I am providing in news starter becomes extremely important. Try to know about it very well. That will be all for today. Let's meet tomorrow for the test.